Welcome to Commerce class. We are in Unit 5, Chapter 14, Elements of Marketing. Under that, we are going to see marketing and marketing mix. What do you mean by the term market? Marketing is a place where goods are exchanged for the purpose of consumption. Okay, but the term marketing is a wider concept. It has got wider meaning. Here they say marketing is one of the business function. That means there are many functions. So marketing is one of the business functions. So whatever activities take place to exchange the goods or services for the purpose of satisfying human needs and want is called marketing. So we can say that it includes many activities, not only exchanging goods and services, but apart from that, there are many activities which is into the word marketing. So selling is basically putting the goods in the hands of the buyer for a price. But marketing is not only that, it is much wider than selling. So they say that all the activities which a seller can plan to place the goods in the hands of the consumer comes under the term marketing. It can be with regard to determining the price or the mode of advertisement, or it can be the mode of storage, or it can be deciding as how to make the goods flow into the market. So all these activities before the goods can reach the hands of the consumer, you can term it as marketing. So that is why they say marketing is what a marketer does. Now let us see, previously it was only producing the goods for exchanging, but later on the concept changed to satisfying the human wants. So that lot of changes took place in the field of marketing. So let us see the evolution of market one by one. First it started with the barter system, then it went on to production orientation, and later it turned out to be sales orientation, followed by marketing orientation, then consumer orientation, finally it is management orientation. So let us see those. So marketing is one of the business function that all activities, when they say all activities, as I said, every small activity that make the goods flow until it reaches the hands of the consumers. So that take place in relation to the market for actualize potential exchange for the purpose of satisfying human needs and wants. Okay, so we see the evolution of marketing now. First one is barter system. Barter system is exchanging goods against goods without any medium of exchange like money. So this is what is termed as barter system. In barter system there is no involvement of money. Next one is production orientation. They concentrated only in mass production of goods for the purpose of profit. They cared very little about the customers. That is, they forgot the customers itself. What they concentrated is only on mass production and profit. Next, sales orientation. Here, selling became the dominant factor. That is, without any effort to satisfy the consumer needs, they took all efforts to see that they sold whatever they produced. So it is selling orientation. Next came marketing orientation. Here, customer importance was realized, but it was only as a means of disposing of the goods produced. So they realized what is the need of the customer, and they started to advertise from the viewpoint of the customer. So they took all the tools in their hands like advertising, personal selling, large scale promotion to boost the scale. So this is what is called marketing orientation. So we started with barter system, then production orientation, sales orientation, next market orientation. Then we saw customer orientation. Here, only those goods which were able to satisfy the taste and preference and expectation of the consumers' satisfaction was brought to the market. So the viewpoint here was from the customer's thoughts. So those goods that can satisfy the taste and preference and expectation of the consumers were brought to the market. And then it is market orientation. Here, managerial role took a leading place. For what? To coordinate all the activities of the business with, like, for the objective of planning the product, promoting the product, distributing the want satisfying product and services to the potential customers. So management took a leading role to take the decision of selling the goods to the consumers from the consumer's viewpoint. So we call that as management orientation. So this is the evolution of marketing. Say they started with barter system, then it is production oriented. Here profit was the main motive, caring little about the consumers. Then it was sales orientation, that is they took all they saw that the goods were sold to the consumers. Whether they satisfied the consumer needs or not, they only concentrated sales. Next became the marketing orientation. Here they sold the goods, but they saw what was the need of the customers, but they took all the tools in their hand, like advertisement, large scale promotion, personal selling, all these tools to boost their sale. Next only we see the consumer orientation. Here only those goods that satisfied the consumers from the viewpoint of taste and preference and their expectation was brought to the market. So consumer orientation. And finally it is management orientation. Here the management took all important aspect of taking the decision of what product to produce, how to fix the price, how to launch it in the market, how to do the promo, everything for the customers. So it is called management orientation. So this is what is the evolution of marketing. So we see what are the objectives of marketing. What is the objective of marketing? Here marketing involves application of modern marketing policies. So you have to apply a lot of policies when you're going to sell a product. Okay, then you should develop that particular marketing field. Next, you have to follow certain guiding policies and implement it for good result. So you have to have a policy for the product and see that you put that policy into practice, only then you get the result. Sometimes if you are not able to get the result, then you have to study the problems. Why we did not get the sales boost? What is the reason? You have to study the problems relating to marketing the product. Then you have to find various sources. What are the various sources from which we can collect the information regarding the marketing problem? What are the problems faced from the consumer side, or what are the problems faced in the flow of goods to the consumers, or they have to think about the pricing policy. So all these informations they have to collect. Then based on the information they have collected, they have to revive the existing marketing function. So if they find some drawbacks or hurdles or shortcomings, they have to take appropriate action to overcome all this. So objectives of marketing is not only putting the goods into the hands of the consumers, but it involves step-by-step application of various aspects. Okay, so you need to have a guideline, you have to study the market, you have to implement your guideline to see if you get good result. Then if you have to research whether there are problems relating to the guidelines, collect those informations from various sources, and then you should change your policies and see if there are any shortcoming, and then implement the best course of action. So these are the objectives of marketing. Next, what is the marketing concept? Here, what I can sell, what you can sell, you can only sell, make what you can sell, but do not try to sell what you can make. So you don't keep producing goods that you can make, but you should make only those goods that you can sell. Next concept, shall I first create product? No, first you have to create a customer. Only if the customers are ready, then the product will be sold. So see that the customers are created. Okay. Shall I love my product? Is it that I should like the products that I produce? They say no, love your customers and not the product. Only if you start thinking from the viewpoint of the customers, then the customers will start liking your product. Okay. Who is supreme in the market? Is it the manufacturer? No, here they say it is a customers, because only if the customer is ready to buy a product, then you get the opportunity of selling the product. So customer is supreme, or he is the king. So in the market, customer is more important. Okay. Who will shape my decision? Who is to shape my decision, preference and importance? It is all the customers. Whatever is the customer's preference, that you should keep in mind when you take a decision. So the marketing concept is all from the viewpoint of the customer, not from the viewpoint of the producer or the marketer. Okay, so these are the marketing concepts. Now, what is the importance of marketing? It is important to the society. Okay, so we see how it is important. Only marketing is a link between the consumer and the product. Now we have the product, but if you're not able to sell it to the consumer, then there is only a hoard of goods that is produced. So it's a link between the consumer and the producer. Now marketing, it also increases the standard of living of the people. Only when quality goods at a competitive price is sold to the consumers, it increases the standard of living. Not only standard of living, it increases the marketing, increases the national income also. And when you improve the national income here, another aspect is the process of production increases the employment opportunities. The process of production, as well as you can say the process of marketing. So that increases the employment opportunities. Marketing also removes the imbalances of supply by transferring the surplus to deficit areas. So where there is a demand, this marketing helps to transfer the goods to those areas through better transport facilities. Then it maintains a stability in the economy and leads to rapid development in underdeveloped or developing countries. So in those countries where there is underdevelopment, through marketing you can bring about a economic stability. So marketing involves all the creation of utilities in the form, place, time and position. So this is what is the importance of marketing to the society. It acts as a link between producer and consumer, increases the standard of living, it increases the nation income, the process of marketing increases employment opportunity, the imbalance is balanced, then a stability is maintained in the economy between developed and underdeveloped countries, and it creates a lot of utilities in form, place, time and position. So this is the importance of marketing to the society. How it is important to the individual firm? Yeah, it generates revenue to the firm. When marketing is wide, when marketing is very active and marketing is very upgoing trend, it generates lot of revenue, lot of income to the firm. So this section of marketing of the firm is a source of information. Only through this opening of marketing, the top management gets all the information to take decision for the production of goods, maybe for the future generation also. Okay, so marketing and innovation bringing about small changes in the product. They are the basic function of all business, because what is produced has got to be marketed. So how you produce, you have to bring about changes in your product based on the society and consumers' preference and taste. So innovation must be there, and that innovation must reach the consumers through marketing. So marketing and innovation are the basic function of all business. Okay, then it creates business development of business and create employment opportunity for the people. Not only boosting the sales and revenue of a firm, but creates employment opportunity for the people. Okay, so these are the importance of marketing to society as well as to the firm. Okay. So we saw in detail about various aspects of marketing. What do you mean by the term marketing? Evolution of marketing. Then we saw about objectives of marketing. What are the marketing concepts? Then the importance of marketing to the society as well as to the individual firm. Thank you, children.